Hello everybody, I am the Craftacular creator and today I am sharing a process video for Craft Roulette episode 159. On the screen you will see me write out the parameters and then sketch ideas and add details of the items to be used. As ever, these are subject to change ever so slightly. The parameters called for a card on a card, sky view colour, a table and white polka dots or spots. I wanted to use Miss Ink Tea Time, which had a lovely table and a tablecloth patterned with polka dots. I put a sheet of Longform Gotta Have Gingham in blue. This changed later on. I also grabbed the largest fancy scalloped rectangle die from Longform. Off screen, I select the stamps and put them in the Miss D stamp positioning tool. I used Memento Tuxedo Black Ink on Nina Classic Crest £80 cardstock. I left this part in as I wanted to show the benefits of the Miss D and how an image can be re-stamped easily if it does not come out properly the first time. Next, I choose my Copic colours, also off screen. The colour parameter determined that I should use sky view colours, so I chose blue and then I thought from a bird's eye view in the sky, pretty flowers in purple, pink, yellow and green would also be seen. This is the beauty of Craft Roulette parameters, they can be interpreted in many ways. The colours will be listed on the screen throughout the colouring section. If you would like to skip the colouring, thanks to my tech whiz husband, you can select the next chapter. If you do not skip to the next chapter, you will hear a little bit about Craft Roulette, though I am sure you are familiar with the concept by now. I do love to talk about it. It is the ultimate YouTube card making game show on almost every Friday evening at 6 PM Central Time in the US, 12 AM UK time. And yes, most of the time I watch it live. Mary Gunn, the hostess, spins the wheel, 4 craft parameters are chosen, and the guest crafters react, especially when robots or paper clips are selected. They collect their supplies and then spend a while crafting and chatting. It is so much fun that an extra N had to be added to the word fun. I cut out the images, you guessed it, off screen. I laid them out on a folded piece of paper. I had also stamped and coloured the Mad Hatter as I thought he should feature in the scene. I use art glitter glue to attach the images. This is a liquid glue and I decided to use this as I did not want to pop up my images on foam pads for this card. The fine tip applicator on the bottle makes it easier to apply the glue without making a mess. The project parameter was a card on a card. Up to now I have not mentioned this, but here you can see it take shape. The sleepy dormouse in the teapot moves around on the front panel, and then I decide he should be on the inside of the smaller card, which I am sure you have noticed is not white but is patterned with black and white horizontal stripes. Perfect for this card, I think. Alice joins the dormouse in this scene also. I wonder if the Mad March Hare should be invited to tea briefly, but then think better of it and keep the space ready for a sentiment instead. Observant viewers may have spotted that my gingham paper changed. I used lawn fawn textured dot in gemstone blue. I used liquid glue to attach it to the folded panel. For this episode, common sense prevailed. I used the Misty to stamp the sentiment. Hurrah, I hear you say. I had worked hard on the colouring and I had attached everything and almost finished the card. It was the right thing to do. And just to prove a point, I stamped the sentiment twice. For the inside sentiment, I use a long fawn stitched label die. For smaller dies such as this, I reach for the Sizzix Big Shot Sidekick and use an offcut of the card I stamped on to die cut the label. I use the negative die cut method here to stamp the sentiment accurately on the label, also using the Misty. I then attach this to the inside of the card with liquid glue. And now it's time to embellish. I use a tiny teardrop sequin to decorate the Mad Hatter's hat. With a 0.8 white Jelly Roll pen, I make the tablecloth pattern stand out a little clearer and of course make the polka dots a little whiter. I also use it on other features of the card to make them brighter. I wonder if you wondered how I was going to clear up all of those little tiny blue dots of paper. Well, here I show my fancy mini vacuum cleaner to clean them all away. My friend Daniel bought this for me. He knows I like to keep a tidy desk, or he knows that I love to make a mess. Not sure which, but it's a great gift. After the clean-up, I thought I had finished the card, but then I noticed the tiniest tear in the scored line, and I knew it would bother me forever and a day if I didn't try to cover it up. So out came the trusty peel of borders, and I made a border around the folded card. To the crafty subscribers, tell me in the comments if you still use peel-offs. I'd love to know. I got there in the end, and this time you get a double. Ta-da! I am the gift that just keeps on giving, aren't I? Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Ta-ta for now, everyone. Take care, and I'll be back soon.